So, there's been a long-lost art in the gaming community that's sort of made a slight resurgence as of the 2010s, going into the 2020s.
Yeah.
So, basically take a video game with a very,
hang on, I gotta turn
fun
that
for
down.
all ages sort of concept, and make it for horny-ass grown-ups.
Woo! We have not. I have not seen this in some time since the old Mahjong days.
Oh yeah, and now it's come back in the form of Crawlco Block Knockers for the Nintendo Switch. A game that you should that's fun to play even if you are, too young to be playing this kind of game. And it also helps too, because, let's to make sure YouTube doesn't get on my ass for it, let's, set the modesty straight to the stars.
Good.
Or you can just put it in hide mode, but, nah. We know what we came here to see.
So, yeah. With that being said, I'm here. Hype is over there in the corner, and Seely is over there in the other corner.
Wait, why are me and Seely in corners?
Because you guys are sitting there.
I've been put in the corner for being naughty. That's why.
And I was gonna say, Hype's there in the corner, pretending like trying to be an ostrich. Like, I'm gonna stick my head in the sand and pretend this game don't exist.
Excuse me for being a gentleman.
It's nothing wrong with that. That's good day.
So to put it plain and simply, we are a new recruit in the wonderful block stacking company of Crawlco, and here's our CEO / moral support.
Aw, what a nice, upstarting, wholesome gentleman he appears to be. You the new recruit, right? Yeah, cool.
Do this. We need you on the floor. We're out of the way. I'm obligated to provide some training. Now, keep both hands on the controller while I'm talking to you about this.
Devil damn it.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and check the tutorial. If you need it, we'll begin when you're ready.
So yeah, we could check out that tutorial, or we could just start the game off right now, but, to give Seely something to do, we'll go to the tutorial mode.
Alright, I just now noticed there's an enemies on function. That's gonna be something I learn about. Oh, it's a little pixie.
Welcome, thanks for attending the Crawlco training program. I'm here to show you the ropes.
Well, alright then.
Try moving those purple blocks by kicking them.
Like so.
Well, this doesn't look too bad.
Good, kicking blocks is great for quickly moving them into position. Now we'll go on to the next lesson. Oh, these blue blocks are already against walls. Kicking won't move them.
Oh, what do I do then?
Grabbing a block and pulling it away from the wall.
I just now realized what this reminded me of, James.
What's up?
I'm gonna talk over this, because it's just tutorial stuff. You can keep going. I just now realized this is Goof Troop.
Excuse me?
What?
The gameplay.
Goof Troop, the block puzzles from Goof Troop, the game.
You know what? I can sort of see it, yeah.
When you're kicking stuff around and it just now occurred to me. Uh-oh.
Or are
There you
we?
go.
Oh, you can vault in this game.
Yep, which is very handy, considering the fact that it is very well possible for there to be blocks put in the way that gets you stuck.
Well, alright then. So, is this... I noticed that, there were all these transitions and stuff happening. Are you actually control, or is this just some long demo?
This here...
Like a video?
Oh, no, this is... I'm pretty much playing the game as we speak.
Alright then. Okay. And I see. Whenever we kind of do, a... Tetris Attack or a Yoshi whatever thing, whenever we get 3 of a kind or more connected, that's when we reveal the background.
Yep, and that's pretty much the main goal of the game is to, well, obviously stack all the blocks and reveal more of the wall, if possible.
Oh, okay. And, match in the mark zone. Aw, it's Mr. Crawlco.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you're playing this game on hide mode, this is pretty much the imagery you'll be seeing on the provided walls.
Gotcha.
We didn't come here for that. Maybe. So, get started on your first shift already.
Will do, boss.
Well, fine.
Alright, so, I guess now that we got the tutorial out of the way, let's get down to the real reason why most horny-ass people actually play this game. Because, yes, with these blocks, we're going to reveal a whole bunch of these, well, a whole bunch of the wall here that's currently in black. But in the process, if you do have the option on, enemies will spawn in as well. And the cool part about that is, just give it a sec.
Oh, and he's almost in position, and...
Come on.
Gotcha!
Boom.
Nice.
Oh, you can cause a little explosion to reveal more of the terrain.
Yep.
Well, All right then. Okay, so I'm seeing, and I see you have a time, and I see you could lose this game if you end up getting swarmed with boxes that you don't know what to do with.
Something like that, yes. It is also possible that this poor Crawlco employee can, he can get hurt by the books, and he unfortunately has a life counter. Lose all your lives, and you instantly lose.
Ouch. Okay.
Actually, I don't even need that block.
Nice. I guess the last thing I'd ask is, I noticed on each of these levels there's like a star counter. Is there like do they like rate you based on how well you perform?
Something like that, yes. Because, I mean, the main goal of the game, obviously, is trying to raise this bar up to the very tippy top. Though, if you want a quick victory, you only have to worry about, getting all the blocks to reveal what's the targeted areas. And I think you already know what that pretty much insinuates.
Right. And for those wondering, the reason why we have it set to hide is like this one, actually pretty tame, but there are some that will delve into chest nudity.
Yeah, and that's why, if you're smart, you would probably want to put on the stars.
Yep. But otherwise, of course, one up.
And you only get that if you actually do get a perfect silhouette clear.
Gotcha.
Now it's time to start going into the more sensual shit.
I can already see it.
Again, this is why I turned on the stars option.
But so avoiding, not talking about that for a bit. I think the puzzle block, this feels a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I'm shocked this is not a way forward game.
It feels like one. I'm not gonna lie. And to top it off, it's like not just the overall like gameplay style and whatnot, but the music. Like Jesus Christ, they got some good people on board for this.
Right. And for those wondering, that star is not meant to be there on the left. That's hence the hide mode. So enough about that. Hi, Seely. What do you guys think?
I'm trying not to stare at her boobs.
Fair, okay. Hi, how about you?
Who said that?
Oh,
Nice!
And then, kaboom!
Oh, yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, like, with like the block gameplay and stuff, I don't think I ever played a game that was just block pushing around, like just, block puzzling. Normally this was like the biggest.
Oh no!
The biggest exposure I could think of.
More targets.
Oh, careful!
Nice.
That should have made a bigger explosion.
Hello.
But it's like I never really. Nice. I never really had a full game dedicated to just block pushing around. Usually this was like relegated to like, in Pokemon this is the block dungeon, and then you do like a little small puzzle and that's it.
Seriously?
We just need an enemy.
Or just one more green block. But they're giving me all.
They're
these
giving me all the
man.
blues.
Hold on, I can rectify this. Thankfully, this is. Oh wait, unless. God damn it! It's going the other way.
Wow.
Whatever.
That's gonna take forever.
I got what I need.
All in all, okay. So, be honest, James. How much of this have you played?
Just a little bit of it in spurts.
Okay, and what do you think about it?
I mean, if it really means anything, my only real problem with this game,
Sorry.
I don't really find the girls that you uncover all that appealing. Like whoever the artist is on board with this stuff, don't really care for it.
It's an art
Otherwise,
style.
it's pretty much all it is. But everything else about it, I do think this game is if this game kind of dropped the whole sensual shit and just make some pretty some cute drawings and whatnot to uncover this, it would be perfect. But I mean, granted, I know exactly what this game's trying to do, and I'm gonna be completely respectful toward that and just let them be their horny selves.
Right. No. There's a level of shameless. Oh, jeez, they can shoot you now.
Oh yeah. So every third level of these, because every stage you have to go through does involve a certain, pinup lady that you have to quote unquote uncover.
Oh god.
And,
Oh my.
And usually they come in sets of 3. But by the time you reach the third level, you start getting these harder enemies that take more hits and they shoot out pellets.
Right. Also, from what we revealed alone, I can see now that they try to up the ante on the reward that you get as well.
Pretty much, yeah. In fact,
Oh, careful! I was saying careful. He's shooting at you.
this is why I appreciate having a courtesy sort of function so that you can hide the naughty bits at the best of times.
Streamer friendly.
Don't look at her boobs. Don't look at her boobs. Don't look at her boobs. Don't look at her boobs.
So
Really, they're not even that great. They're not even that greatly drawn boobs.
right,
You're
it's all
fine.
off to set in. We gotta get rid of that big. You gotta get rid of that big crony. Die, and then wait for it. Nice.
Although that
Oh,
kind of
crap.
screwed me out of getting it perfect.
Shite. Wait, there is one way we could do this. What if we put an enemy there and crush him on the corner? The resulting explosion could fill that in.
I just realized though that's a harder move to deal with. So, oh, but wait, there's one coming to the rescue. Come on, hurry it up!
All right, well, you're gonna have to wait for him to get all the way over there, and then, like, okay, for now, dodge his pellets.
Although, actually, no, wait, I'm not gonna be able to save this because of the ones up top.
Oh, crap, you're right. Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to play this thing straight.
Our greed.
Our greed got the better. Trust me, this is very easy. It's pretty easy for this kind of scenario to happen. And in which case, well, you're gonna have to bite the bullet and just do it legitimately.
At which point, I will say, I like that, actually, because I like that this game is not just brainless, you know, ooh, look at the pretty, you know, kind of thing. Like, they actually have, like, they have a...
Pay attention!
They actually require you to focus while playing. Nice.
Okay, it was really cool.
I would say, yeah. I would say, I didn't know if you planned to do that or not, but yeah, no. So I said, we're getting there, and also, crap, there's a blue block. Yeah, now this is a little bit sloppier, but like I'm saying, I like that this is something that can happen because it now
Nice.
shows me that you need to actually focus, and thus it is a good puzzle game for that matter.
Oh yeah, no, this game is really good, and it's pretty affordable too. Like you can easily get this at like, I forget, like this game's like $10,
Aw.
maybe 15.
Oh wait, did you hit him?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
did.
got it.
He has
It's
a
just-
health bar.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. And oops,
Uh-oh.
Dang it.
game
Aw.
over.
Ah, well.
I love how our whips are like game over. I could see her.
Oh,
like,
that, I
smiling.
get it. The stars were the actual rounds themselves.
Yep, and if you get a gold star if you actually do make the perfect silhouette. Now, if you don't mind, I'm actually going to try that again, but this time I'm going to turn the enemies off.
Can you pick that one just by... Okay.
So now I don't have to worry about the enemies anymore, but now I solely have to rely on the blocks and make sure I, align them just right.
So, I mean, I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna be looking away from the screen, absolutely, and I'm gonna be just like...
I no objections here.
I mean, I'm just gonna be talking about, but it's like... This is absolutely a thing I've seen, like, Parodius had a couple, like, parts that were kind of like this. Then, of course, you have, the Mahjong games, which always had something like this, where you play a Mahjong, you clear it out, and then you reveal the background, but, like... I guess
Oh,
I will
yeah.
admit, I'm surprised Nintendo was willing to allow this. Usually you'd think they'd be very, very, like, reserved about it.
I mean, you say that, it's like, well, first of all, they've been a little more lenient about that kind of stuff, like, since the Wii or Wii U era, and secondly, I've noticed with the eShop, their standards of what, is allowed to be put on is starting to get pretty bad. Like, it's almost on, like, Steam levels of bad.
Oh, where it's, like, all cheap and stuff like the
Also,
Diddy
they'll
Kong.
rob us of the good stuff in Paper Mario, but they'll allow this?
Pretty much. Honestly...
Well, and to be fair, it's not entirely, it's more, it's kind of tough to explain. It doesn't have anything to do with that. That's completely unrelated.
It's a joke.
I will say at the very least, it feels like there is a little bit of I will say at the very least there does seem to be a bit of an inconsistency where, like, stuff like this is okay, but I know there was like one
Aww.
game that actually. Now that I think about it, like they
nice.
also will allow like Bayonetta and stuff. Like Bayonetta is always like the go-to, like Nintendo isn't always meant to be just family friendly, hence why they outright have exclusive rights to Bayonetta now.
Right.
For the most part, yeah.
But
it's a weird
what
subject.
can you say? Sex sells.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I'll say I just saw that now voice this finals prompt. Yeesh, that's a beefer.
Among other things.
You have to do a 2-minute long thing. Like, dang.
Well, is that like
let's see.
max, or it needs to be 2?
Well, just like 2 minutes max, I think. But like, still, like, that's a
Okay.
lot.
That said, I think I'm just about done with this. I just need to aim these blocks just right, and we'll get that perfect silhouette victory in no time.
Also, yeah, and I just saw that.
I
and
see
I
a
just saw that hype.
silhouette of a woman. Sorry.
And I just saw that.
There we
hype.
go.
Nice. And I just saw that hype. There may be a dog thing in Bowser's Fury.
Well, I don't think, because this was for 2008. This is for like New Year's 2019. I just figured I'd cheer because I figured Celie would like seeing the Mario doggy.
Yay! But yeah, got a question?
Shoot. Also, no reported seeing anything strange on the floor. Stop asking.
All I see is a job. Well, there is I do like that. There's an element of like self-awareness of they know exactly what they were doing with this.
Does this guy eventually ever get called out for what exactly you're seeing?
I will admit I haven't gotten far enough to know that for myself. And before we do end things off proper, I do want to show off at least one boss fight. Unfortunately, that does work. To get to the first one, it does require doing all these girls' levels. So just to save you guys some time, I'm gonna swap back to my main file. Cut.
Vacation. Me? Nah. Get back to work.
Doggy.
I'm not a dog.
Not you.
Okay. Well, alright.
I'd go someplace tropical, full of women.
With great big.
Bags of ice for my head.
There you go.
I knew it.
So we got Boo Boomon, Crash Gaikot.
Let's try this guy.
Okay.
So
explain-
yeah, at certain intervals, you will be forced to face a boss fight. Now the funny part is that you can actually avoid these entirely, depending on if you manage to collect a certain amount of gold stars.
Oh, because the star, you can actually just buy your way out of this, or?
Yeah, pretty much. Though, in the event that you decide to actually fight them yourselves,
Oh,
you
there's
don't
the
have.
health bar.
Yeah.
But anyway, in the event you do want to go mano a mano with the bosses, you don't have to worry about doing any more of the wall stacking sort of shit. Just knock the blocks right on the enemy and just whittle down his health bar until he's full of slag on the floor.
Well, all right then. Let's do that.
Like, sorry, I was about to say, is it an instance where you're encouraged to not worry about it, but you still can if you want to, or can you just flat out not be able to do it in a boss?
Pardon?
I said, like, you were talking about, like, oh, don't worry about uncovering the ground, just use the blocks to hit the guy. Is it an instance where it's, like, you could totally do that if we want to, but if you want to, you could clear out the floor while you're working on the boss?
I don't think it's possible to do, and even then, the boss is going to be too much of a nuisance in breaking out all the other blocks. So it's just you're encouraged to just, knock his blocks off.
That's fair. So I have to bring this up because it was something I learned about, and I'm really curious about. Oh, jeez.
When did this become a bullet hell?
Well, he's a boss. But yeah, so I'm going to say, while we're doing this, I have a theory about this game. And it's a theory I would not have even, considered.
Oh, bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah, the block should have stopped that, but it's a theory I had not yet considered until, I learned about another story about it happening with, of all things, a hentai. So hear me out. So there was this hentai, I forgot its name, and I will admit, I've only seen the non-sex related scenes, but there was a hentai where what literally happened was somebody wanted to create they wanted to create a new anime story, like with espionage and stuff like that, but no studio was wanting it. Hang on, he's gonna do another shoot. No studio was wanting it. And the only way that it would have been made, nice. Okay, I can talk now. The only way that the show, the only way it would have been made and produced, it only would have worked. The only way they were able to get it made was they actually added in a couple sex scenes, just slap one in there, and voila, now we can sell it as a hentai, and now we'll be given the budget we want to basically make a story. So then what they later did was they then made a new cut of that production, cut out the sex scenes, and voila, they now have the story they wanted to get published in the first place.
And let me guess, that version is seen as massively inferior.
No. It's just for me, it's a clever way of how they pulled it off. So
what I meant was that, I could totally see an instance where it's like, okay, guys, we have this loophole. We can actually be able to take what we wanted and sell it as the thing that we wanted to. We can finally get the story out that way. And the irony is no, we like the first one better. I think it was fine, but sorry. So clicking onto this before we end off is, I almost wonder if this was a case where. And I'll never know unless I actually ask the developers, I wondered if they actually had the premise for a puzzle game, but nobody would have picked up on it had they not had this gimmick of the girls and stuff added in. I feel like that's kind of hard-pressed to say, considering the fact that, I feel like an idea like this would be far harder to sell. True. That is true. But,
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all enjoyed whatever it's worth of our look at on Crawlco Block Knockers.
Yep.
Again, you can get on the Nintendo Switch, I believe, at around $10 or so. And, I mean, assuming you don't mind what's already there at face value, again, you can always turn it off if you want the kids to play it. And, I mean, I do think on its own merits, it is a really good puzzle game.
Yeah.
It's very, very versatile for one at that. And, yeah, that said, I'm James Mainstream.
I am disturbed.
I am. I had. Pirate Princess Leia.exe has stopped working.
Oh no.
And you kids need to grow up.
Yeah.
By the way, y'all heard that Galgun's returning soon?
What? I'm good.